how's it going? My name is Coach Dustin with Lead the Way Fitness, and I want to officially welcome you to our fitness family. I'm making this short orientation video so you can get up to speed and get prepared to get results, all right? Now, what makes Lead the Way Fitness different? Well, we are a personal training experience, okay? We're not a class, we're not something you pop into. This is the place you go to when you want to get results and you want to work with the best in the world, all right? The best coaches in the world. So, here's the difference. When you go to a gym, they actually have an 80% failure rate. There's so many people walking around not knowing what to do, no guidance, and that's why so many people fail there. All right, we have an 80% success rate. All right, trainers in general do, because there's accountability, there's direction on form, there's nutrition coaching, and a whole lot more. So that's what we are, okay? Now, we chose the symbol of an arrow because an arrow points, okay? It's about giving somebody guidance or direction. That's what coaches do. And we think of your goals as those bullseyes, right? You shoot an arrow at a bullseye and you get closer and closer to it, all right? That target is your goals, and that's what we're gonna help you to shoot and hit, okay? Now, let's dive into what you need to know, all right? First, let's start with communication. Most problems are rooted in communication. So that's why we wanna make sure we have very clear and open communication with you. So we have two ways to communicate with us. We got text and we got phone calls, all right? So they are separate because if you call our text line, it actually doesn't go through. It's a text line only, okay? And everybody at the facility you train at shares one text line. And so know that, but also always identify who from that team is texting you, okay? It could be the program coordinator, it could be one of the coaches, but they will always say, hey, this is blank with Lead the Way Fitness, so that you know who you're talking to, okay? Next, save our call line if you ever need to call us and speak about something, and just know, again, those are only gonna be checked during business hours, okay? All right, so again, just save them both and make sure you identify in your phone which one's the text line and which one's the call line so that you can get through to the appropriate channel, all right? Now, on that text line, you have an assigned coach, and they're going to be texting you every week just to check in on you, see how you're doing, and answer your questions about training, nutrition, recovery, all right? They are there. They're your personal assigned coach, okay? Now, understand that they only have certain scheduled office hours. So if you text them at 11 p.m., you're not going to get a response at that time. And the other thing is that please allow for a 24-hour response time, because sometimes people do text when that coach is not scheduled for office hours, and so they will be checking it within a 24-hour period, all right? Next is the app, okay? We have an app where you will reserve your session. We do need you to reserve. We only have a limited amount of spots in every session, and if you can't make it, please unreserve so it opens it up for somebody else. Now, after you reserve, you're gonna check in at our front desk kiosk, and once that happens, you're gonna have a session added, to your profile. And what's cool is the more that you do, you actually hit milestones where we give out wristbands, okay? When you hit 50 sessions, 100 sessions, and beyond, okay? Next is our Facebook group, okay? You're here in it now, the Facebook group, and it's a community group of people who are either past or present members that have trained with us. And so this is a place where we continue to pour training advice, nutrition advice. We do Q&As. You'll see people sharing their before and afters. So it's a great place to connect with the community within Lead the Way Fitness, all right? On Sundays, in this Facebook group, we are gonna post our Sunday announcements, and we're gonna give you a preview of what the week looks like with our programming, which is just fancy talk, trainer talk for workout design. But what our programming looks like for the upcoming week, so you can see what's happening each day. We also do a word of the week where we tie in our stories to that word. And then there's also a trainer tip on every Sunday announcement to help you get better results, okay? So look out for that. And then finally, there is a policy, a house rule when it comes to sessions, and that is that we need you to be on time. If you're gonna be more than 5 minutes late, you're gonna be asked to stay for the next session. And the reason for that is in the first 5 minutes, we do the warm-up and we demonstrate the stations. So if you've missed all that, you're gonna not just get the best workout experience, and it's gonna be unsafe. So we're gonna ask, if you're ever finding yourself to be more than 5 minutes late, just wait for the next session, all right? So that is that. We are going to move now to the training floor where I'm going to show you the top moves that we do in our group training workouts and give you a little preview of how to do them as well as possible so that you can continue to improve your form and get the best results as possible. All right, because we want you to feel it in the right places. We want you to feel it in the muscles, all right, but not in the joints. So if you're ever feeling pain in your joints, you need to speak up, raise your hand, pull your coach aside, text them, and ask for them to look at your form, because that is the number one indicator. You should not feel pain in your knees, your hips, your elbows, your shoulders. Probably chances you're doing it wrong. You want to feel it in your quads, your glutes, your chest, your back, your arms. That means you're doing it right. So let's take it to the training floor and I'll show you what I mean, all right?